And then the water, and he's lost it, and he's out. No.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Speed Without Engine, the place where fast-paced action meets pure fun. Get ready for some sick designs, crazy crashes, and tons of laughs. Let's go.
Start to lose pieces of it. And the person you can see laying there is supposed to be the steak. So there we go. We've got a piece of steak laying on the top. So off we go. They aren't the pilot's legs, by the way. That's an optical illusion. He's not laying like that. So down towards the water. Really steady through there. Never really looked at any stage like it was going to be a fast time, did it? Very steady through the chicane, but we've lost the stake. Oh, he's gone. We've lost one of the fellas. He's behind. Look, there he is. There he is. This is becoming very difficult to steer, very difficult to drive. That might be better. I don't think the piece of steak is supposed to be in front of the pilot at this stage. And over the wedge to finish. And the time doesn't matter, 1:10.99. And they had one or two decent moves on stage as well. And they got 26 for the performance. Very strange looking soapbox. You sometimes wonder when they sit down with a pen and a piece of paper and they start drawing it, what's in their head. He's managed to avoid the kicker, but he's not managed to avoid crashing. Has he? Look at him here, wow! Right, over the water. Lost part of it, a large part of it. Down we go towards the chicane. Very, very slow and deliberate through there. Right, here we go now towards the Swiss chocolate bone rattler. He's going to avoid that as well. Come on, you've got to get over the jumps. What's happening here? He can't miss the wedge. He's got no choice. Over the wedge we go. Well, I think, my friends, you need to sit down and have a stern word with yourself there, because he's bottled it. He's totally bottled it. So off they go, 23 for the performance, and he already wants some cheers from the crowd. 40,000 here today, fantastic. Great to see so many people out in Lausanne watching the Red Bull Soapbox Race, and he's safely over the first obstacle, the kicker. Here's the water. I think the wheels might well have gone there on the water. So has any hope of a fast time here for this team. He's doing remarkably well, though, to get it through the chicane and keep it moving. Here's the bone shaker, which could well finish the wheels off, yep. He's still going, though. I'll give him 10 out of 10 for battling here. Can they get over the wedge and get to the finish line? No! 1:13.46. This is where it went wrong, look. That little drop in the middle of the water, and the wheels were done for, and the axles at that point, and the bone shaker at the top of the start ramp. And I am absolutely certain there'll be hardly anything left on the table by the time they get to the bottom. Here's the first test, then the kicker. And they are over. The design is one wheel at the front, two at the back. That's what they've gone for. Here's the water. Okay through there. So far, so good for this team. Majority of the stuff on the table as well. There's the big splash through the water. Can they be kings of Lausanne here today in the Red Bull Soapbox Race? The chicane is difficult for this soapbox because it's so wide, and on their way towards the bone shaker. Over the Swiss chocolate. Down towards the finish line. They will have a look at the time. I don't think it's going to be fast enough. Over they go. Of the operation. They're students from Lausanne, they're studying sport. They love skiing, they love that kind of thing. Those adrenaline sports, so they should be perfectly suited here today. There's the on-board shot from inside the soapbox. It's nice and bright, this one, and it's picking up a fair deal of speed. Almost managed to clear that middle section. Here we go through the chicane. Oh, not through the chicane. Halfway through the chicane. Circuit where you have to apply the brakes. The chicane is one of them. Now they're going to try and push their way down to the finish. And there's still a fair way to go. Oh, and over the wedge. And a little clip in the air as well. And now they've got their sights set on being the Soapbox champions as well. So off we go. 29 for the performance. And the day before this event, they had no wheels for the Soapbox. Let's hope they've got wheels by the end of it. 2 small ones at the front, 2 big ones at the back. And they are flying at the moment. Through the chicane. No problem through there. He's doing a good job here. Andreas, the pilot. Here's the bone shaker. Everything's still together. Down towards the wedge. And over the wedge and over the finish line in 49.78. That's a good run. The Fluke Tag champions have put themselves in with a chance of being the Soapbox champions here today. 24 for the performance. I can't recall seeing many soapboxes this long. And of course the back moves a little bit differently to the front, which also makes it difficult. Here's the kicker. So let's have a look what they do here over the water. That's a little better because it was slower. They'd not really thought about the fact that when the front goes one way, the back goes the other. Okay, now we've got the chicane. This could be a real adventure. Just about, yeah, we're okay through there. No. Here's the wedge. Oh, it's all gone now. In fact, it's gone the other way this time. Watch this, look. The back can't go where the front wants to go. And the performance score got 22. So we've got a teacher and a carpenter on the team. And they both like Roadrunner, and they're over the kicker. There's the water feature. Had they not lost it through the chicane. Again, we see a really good run there through the water feature. Maybe not the best view that we've seen for a pilot today. Oh, he's lost it through the chicane. The straw bales and the design of the soapbox have actually helped him, though, because it's flipped it back up again. And watch this. It goes over, and then it hits and flips back up again. They were so lucky there. Real stroke of luck there for Team ACME Roadrunner. Over the bone shaker. The soapbox just about holding together. Not quite sure how much the pilot can see. They're over the wedge anyway, and 53.46. Sharp and pointy at the front. Does that mean it's going to be fast? Over the kicker. Needs more speed than this. Over the water, through the chicane. Now they've got the bone rattler coming after this one. Building up some speed over the bone rattler. Over the bone rattler we go. Oh, he's lost it! He's lost it! Don't think there is. They can see it's agonising for them. They can see the finish. They've worked so hard on the soapbox. They're going to have to drag it down. Means they can't win today. But it means they're going to get the satisfaction of making it down the course here in Lausanne. 125.85 is academic. Bone shaker. There they are through the water, which was a worry for the co-pilot at the back, wasn't it? There are quite a few potential banana skins on the way down for these guys. Here we go to approach the kicker. First of the jumps on the course. A little bit nervous on landing, wasn't he? Now the water. Okay, through there. Very bouncy through there. Wonder whether anybody's going to be able to fly that little mid-section. Through that little tight chicane there. Managing to keep it together. Moving down towards the bone rattler. Oh, yeah, he's okay through there as well. There's the finish. Here we go. Arm in the air. Over the wedge, put the brakes on, and thank you very much. 44.96 is a good time. Looking for some crowd inspiration at the start. 23 for the performance, and off they go. Team ASPHALT KILLA. Looking for someone to really take a strong hold of this competition. That was big air over the kicker. That's as good as we've seen over there. And over the water too. A little bit bouncy, but the pilot there, Andrea, managing to keep it going. Here we go through the chicane. Oh, up on two wheels through there and then over on the other side. That's the one part of this course here in Lausanne where you've got to get on the brakes, because there's too much speed built up at the top of the course to take into that chicane. The successful teams here today will get that bit right. Over the bone shaker, no problem there with the Swiss chocolate, and down towards the finish line, but it's that spill that's cost them 118.46 and another one for fun at the end. There's the big bounce over the water. Really took off after that second bounce, and that's where it went wrong through the chicane. And wrong again at the finish, let's not forget. And they would have wanted a better performance score than that. Creativity, performance, and the run itself, the three ways you are judged and rewarded here in Red Bull Soapbox. And there's the kicker to get things underway. They go through the water feature for the first time. The water feature paying homage to stunning Lake Geneva, which is nearby. It's nice and quick at this stage, this one. A little bit reckless through there, but that doesn't matter. Now towards the Swiss chocolate bone rattler for the first time. 1, 2, 3, no problem. Now they can see the finish. They've got the Swiss cheese, the wedge to go over, and then they can slam the brakes on. Oh, out he goes at the finish. 49.16 sets the bar. There's the water feature. Spectacular shots through there. Those wheels at the front being tested to the full, and then can you stop after the finish? Behind each other, co-pilot behind pilot, and we'll see how this works. They've made the soapbox for the people in the home, and they're cheering them on today, hoping they can do well. Oh, he's lost his balance in the front. He nearly went there. He's managed to get back in. The water nearly chucked him out altogether. He even managed to hang on to the sunglasses, but he's gone now. Here it is, look. There's the water. He nearly goes here. Look at that. How lucky is he to stay in there? Sunglasses hanging on. And look at that, straight through the chicane. Spectacularly, but that's not what they want to do. They want to set a time. 23 for the performance. And off goes the gigantic roller skate. Here we are towards the kicker, and we are over there. It's good on the eye, this one, isn't it? They put a lot of work into this. It's probably just as treacherous trying to skate down behind it. Through the water was the skater going apex over apex behind them. Now we move down towards the chicane, which will pose a problem. This is a very big soapbox, one of the biggest ones we've seen today. Here's the chicane. That's okay. Now the bone shaker. Trying to build up some speed into this one. 1, 2, 3. They're okay there. Heading down towards the finish. They've got the wedge to do, the piece of Swiss cheese. They're over the line, 55.64. A performance score of 19. They'll need a good run here. And they're already wobbly. Off down the ramp at the beginning. Concentration etched on the face of Dominic, the pilot, as he gets over the kicker. And then the water, and he's lost it, he's out. Team Taurus won. This is where it all went wrong. The wheels have gone there, look, left and right. And then Mathieu, who describes himself as a madman, is the pilot, and Carlo, who's a butcher, is the co-pilot. This one is built to be strong, big sturdy wheels. A little bit narrower at the front than it is at the back. Streamlined, might be quick. Here's the chicane. Really slow through there. Now they've got to pick up some speed. If they can keep it smooth and keep it gathering momentum down the track, they could be okay. They're nice and quick at the finish in 43.74. That's a really good time from the top to the bottom. They did everything the way they wanted to do it at their own pace. and did it very successfully as well.